Everyone here, can you hear me? Are we connected? Someone let me know, please. Are we connected? Where'd everybody go? Hmm? Are we there? Come on, testing, 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 testing. Talk to me, talk to me. Hannah Pepin, thank you very much. There you go. We lost a whole bunch of people, and I apologize. I do not like to be interrupted in mid-story. Mid-story. I find it disturbing. Yeah. So, mm, mm, not like looking in my mirrors. All right, so we'll have to wait till everybody gets back on here. Did you notice the dad joke of the day? Everybody see that? Thank you, sir. Did you notice my dad joke of the day, Mario? Perhaps I should put the joke up all of the time and then give you the punchline if you haven't guessed it at the end. You really think that's going to keep viewers? I don't, but you never know. I'm on internal speakers now. I want to know how's the sound quality? The sound quality. The sound quality. Welcome back. Welcome back. You got well, since nobody's back here yet, Mario, but us. We have to do that. I have to tune this thing a little bit, huh? Thank you, Claire. Yay, you're back. Mario, have you seen the joke, but you don't get it? Have you heard about the new restaurant, Karma? There's no menu. You get what you deserve. Just checking the guitar out. Okay. Now, class is set. We're ready. And everybody's back. I am so sorry for the interruption. It could have been something I did, which we can't imagine that happening. Yes, we can. But it really wasn't me this time. I don't think it was. All right, now you get the joke. There you go. I know these are dad jokes, we're trying to, like a dad would say a stupid joke. My father had tons of them. He would say to a waiter, not to a waiter, but he would say to me, more likely, if I did something, he'd say, "You want a tip?" Aircraft flying too close to the house. Actually, it's a lawnmower. May, June. Billy Piper. Billy Piper. How you doing, Billy? Good to see you here. So my dad would have these jokes. Leah Rollison, nice of you to be stopping by as well. Already spoke with Anna and Colson. I know they're bad jokes. That's the reason that I put them up there. Ange and I last night finished watching again The Room. Crazy, crazy. And she's off work today. Now there's a rumor going around, and I apologize for the distraction behind me, but you know, they cut the grass when they can because it gets wet here in Florida often. So the grass is getting a little tall, so. So we will be, maybe have a little jam session either tonight or tomorrow night. I don't think Angela would like to do that fair thing, but she didn't like the trade-off of a Manica. Yes, I watched The Umbrella Academy in its entirety. Interesting. It's out of a comic book. Is it DC Comics or something like that? It was not Marvel, but it's pretty good. Unusual. And have you seen the last episode? Because I believe, I'm not going to give anything away. I just think it lends itself to multiple seasons. You know, it depends. If the public watches it and likes it, then they'll do it again. There are so many outlets for actors today. Wow. I mean, really amazing things. And some of them last more than a week. Hi, Elise. Good to see you. The old guy in the logo is really not doing justice to the December. Yeah, we know that, but we're making, the idea there is extremes. It's extremes. We have older ladies in that, in other logos with that younger lady there. Older men, younger men. We have quite a few combinations there, but that's the main logo. There are no, I did not give you any spoiler, Mario. Yeah, I know it doesn't, I mean, I'm not offended that the person is bald, and you know, I get the idea though, older, younger. And with Angela, I did help her design that. She's the artist, of course, as you know, and she does most of those things. We do have some other ones. We're going to be coming up with some new things there. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you've checked the merchandise lately, but we now have, and we're going to put a logo and some things on them, but we have hats, embroidered hats. So we're going to get some of those. We're going to do a couple things. Some new stuff is on the horizon, they say. Angela, of course, up all night. She's doing all kinds of stuff. Good stuff for us. And for you, I'm hopeful. I think it was Whitney who asked about the hoodie. Angela ordered one. It was back ordered. And they listed, I believe, the ones that were available. You know, extra large or something like that. Just be patient and, you know, if that's what you'd like to get, you shall have it. You shall have it. I'm just getting a couple of t-shirts to begin with. And then in this next wave, I'll order a hat. I'll get all my friends to wear those hats. But I'm going to buy one and let them buy their own. I wonder if they will. Maybe to support me, perhaps. But knowing them, they'd rather buy me a beer and call it even, you know. Well, you know, thank you very much, but we were going with stereotypical to show real age. If you put a guy up there with hair, wouldn't necessarily be old. Gray hair, maybe. Well, maybe we'll work on that. I will advance your suggestion to the art department, see what they come up with. How about that? You missed the joke, Gabrielle? Okay, have you heard of the new restaurant called Karma? There's no menu. You get what you deserve. That's kind of a dad joke. That's one my father, may he rest in peace, would have probably said. I was going to tell you, when I would do something for him, he'd say, "So you want a tip?" And I say, "Yeah, Daddy." He'd say, "Save your money." That was his tip. Good morning, Shane. The sun is shining brightly, I guess. I hope. I sent you a text, Shane. I don't know if you got back to me or not, but that's okay. I mean, there's no rush. I just wanted to clarify some things. Elise? Jeez. All right. We'll work on that. Remember, we started this, that logo came to fruition almost 6 years ago. How about that? So it went from nothing to that. So it will always have a dear spot in our hearts. But I get what you mean. We can modernize it. We can move into the Middle Ages now. Yeah, well, corny jokes is what we call those. Mm-hmm. So demonstrative, Gabrielle. Claire, what is wrong with your weather over there? So you took the children to school, kindergarten, let's see, what would it be? Daycare, something like that, and you got caught in the rain again. Hmm. Yeah, that's cool. That's fine. Shane, I'm with you. I was hoping you saw it so that we could get some clarity because there's some kind of scheduling conflicts, conflicts. Yes, you know what I mean. Conflicting scheduling. However, the weekend is usually open. So let us know. And I'm sure you'll be here on the weekend. So we're talking about baseball. Baseball been very, very good to me. Baseball. Baseball. It's baseball in the United States. It's the baseball season, spring training, and many of the camps, spring training camps, are in warm weather, of course, though they're in Florida and Arizona, most of them. It's called the Cactus League in Arizona. It's called the Grapefruit League in Florida. I don't know if you know that. It's rainy in Latvia as well. Alice, what's the temperature? So it's not freezing, it's not snowing. And that's a good thing. Oh, picking them up from school, of course. I know. You'll cut me some slack on the fact that it's earlier here. School and nursery. Aww. I remember doing those things. I wax nostalgically about that. My son, who's 28, will be 29 in July. I'll never forget some of those moments with him. Is it sunny anywhere? Gabrielle, it is sunny here. I think. Yes, it is. It's sunny today. I'm going to find out. Let me see if I can find something here for you. Sarah's not here, so she's going to say it's rude for me to do this, but you know, hey, Sarah, chill. Well, if I knew how to operate a phone, it'd be all right. You mean I threw that out already, that app? No. Let's see what the weather says for us. Bum, bum, bum. It says, ooh, can you read that? 73 and mostly sunny. Okay. It's only going up to 78 today only. I'm not complaining, folks. I'm telling you. I'm just letting you know. I spent most of my life in the north. And when I was there, I always said, I'm going to move to Florida someday. I'm moving to Florida. I can't stand this cold. Well, 40 degrees Fahrenheit is chilly. For here it would be unheard of. But it took me a while to get to Florida. Finally, acting in New York, my little apartment that cost way too much. Here you could get a house with 5 bedrooms for what I paid for rent there. I'd had enough. So here I am. Hey, from Tennessee. Tennessee. Knoxville, Nashville, or Memphis. Those are my points of reference there. Gabrielle, who? Sarah. Sarah, Sarah's our friend who lives in Wales, and she always just busts on me. Good people. Also, Sarah is a moderator as well. But she's in school as well. School. Or uni, as she likes to call it. You use Celsius, all right? So, well, Elise just put up some numbers. So if 40 degrees is 8 Celsius, what is 80 degrees? Is that double? Is it 8 degrees Celsius? So we would, if that's the case, we would be about 8 to 10 degrees Celsius. I mean, yes. Does that make sense? I don't know. You have the wrong person trying to figure out that. Metrics and that scale, whatever they call that, the Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit I've got down. Celsius I don't know. I know that if I play a golf course that has meters, I think it's plus or minus. I take 10% off to find out my distance in yardage. And that's approximate. The S branch, 07. An hour from Memphis. A great, great play. It was $1 Million Quartet. Are you familiar with that? I think it took place in Memphis in 1964 or 54, 56, something like that. Great play. One of my favorites that I saw in New York, it was an intimate theater and it looked like Sun Records studio. And we're just sitting there enjoying them. And these stars from Elvis, you know, who was it? Johnny Cash. And a couple others were there. It's really cool. Based on a true story. Evidently, the owner of that station, that record company, had a reel-to-reel that he found of that evening with Elvis, Johnny Cash, the Big Bopper, and was it Carl Perkins, I think. And they were just jamming. Yay! Ninx, bye, following. Thank you so much. Follow away. Please, everyone should be following. And so it was really cool because they were just jamming, hanging out, drinking, playing music and stuff like that. And he found it many years later, and they developed it into, they reenacted it, the reel-to-reel. So it was very cool. I highly recommend that $1 Million Quartet. I think there's a spin-off out now too, so you know, you never know. Okay, 21 degrees Celsius is 70. Okay, thanks. Well, what did you put up before? What was put up before? You had 40 Fahrenheit, and it does that work? No. Okay, so whatever 8 degrees is above that's 70. You're gonna make me get a chart out. I'll do it later. So I'll list our weather in both Fahrenheit and Celsius. And hold me to it because I'll forget. Uh, 32 Fahrenheit is 0 Celsius. Gabrielle, thanks. What is it on the Fujita scale? All right. Have I ever smoked whatever? I grew up in the 60s and 70s. Actually, I was born in the 50s, but you really can't count the first 9 years or so, or 10 years. So, yeah, 60s, 70s. So you can draw your own conclusions. The cigarettes I smoked until I went in the Navy, and I think in 1972. I was in the last draft, and I got tired of it. Just stopped. Boom. I realized it wasn't good for me. So that's happened. In Memphis last August and drove all the way to New Orleans with it. A Rocket 50, 1950 Rocket 88. Wow. Now, so a 1950 Rocket is what type of vehicle? I mean, who is the manufacturer of that? Or is that a make in itself a rocket? That sounds very cool. 46, okay, gotcha. Thank you for looking it up. It's 46 degrees Fahrenheit. 46 degrees Fahrenheit. They're saying, where? You're close to, you're about an hour outside of Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis. I like Memphis. Memphis and Nashville. I like Nashville. Been to Knoxville. My birthday is April 12th. Angela's birthday is April 28th. And all of you, April babies. We won't forget you. We'll do just one big April happy birthday for everybody. Shane, what's the temperature up south there? In the north-south. Love from Argentina. Arb DB. Thank you very much. Argentina. Leah? It's really cold in England, yeah. That's right. It's cold there now, but you know, it will not be. Spring is around the corner, right? Or so they say. And then summer. You're looking for summer in England, as I recall. Hey, Angus. Been nursing a cold, getting over it. The worst of it was last weekend, 101 temperature. Oof. It wasn't the flu. I've had the flu. I get the flu shot, but I don't know. Angela says she gave it to me somehow. I don't know. And then she started to get worse as I'm coming out of it. So it's just kind of, I said, somebody's got to leave the house eventually to get some fresh air. I have been well, though, by and large. How about yourself? Doing okay? Angus is from New Zealand, ladies and gentlemen. That's on our, it's not a bucket list, it's just on our want-to-do list. "45 degrees, crazy how much warmer it is where you are." You know, yeah. Pretty nice, cold, last 4 days, 25 degrees in the morning, up to 40s. You get some warmer, but rainy later this week. Yeah, that's spring can be really iffy too in the Carolinas. Yeah. And summer slightly warmer. You get that slightly in there. That's because you're a December baby. You would be like a Christmas gift, except only louder. Ah, that's terrific, Angus. And the family's well? That's great. Glad to hear that. Angela and I will probably, we haven't, since the last time we were doing one of those music jam things, probably this week, and if not tonight, tomorrow night, I believe. This wonderful time I get to have with everyone is Monday through Friday, and I must tell you, it's kind of like liking to go to work. It's like working, when you work in television and film. But the beauty of this is that I'm the extra, I am the principal, I'm the director, and producer. So I don't have to stand around and wait for my scene. I'm just here with you guys. So that makes it better. It's always good. Yeah. A December baby. All right, so cheers, everyone. It's morning time, and this is, again, black tea with honey, and that's supposed to do some sort of trick. Some sort of trick. I read up on it. It has 10 properties. And of course, one of them was healing. But I don't know if it's mental or, my cold. I have no idea. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Kids are great, as are usual. Oh, wow, yeah. Well, you speak so highly of her. Yeah, well, I do have some mates that would probably, I don't know about marriage. They might investigate it, but that's funny. Very funny, Angus. We could put the X's together and record it, and I'm sure we'd be completely thrilled with their comments. Yeah, we do enjoy doing this. I'm realizing, I said earlier that I was surprised that the subscription numbers have gone down. And we found out, as Angela watches a lot of streamers, is that happens. They go down for some reason. However, every other indication is we're moving up. So I'm ignoring the subscription and just going with all of the other analytics that it's working. As Claire says, it just takes time. We're growing every day. And I cling to that, Claire. I cling to it. Earl Grey with honey and lemon to warm me up. Ooh, Earl Grey. I'm sure your ex-wife is. Good looking, hot, and bothersome at the same time. Isn't it amazing? How does that work? The temps this weekend where? Very intelligent. So she's got all the lovely qualities. So one would ask. I'm not asking because I know. I know that all of those things can add up to trouble. Right here in River City, with a capital T that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. Trouble, trouble, trouble. You all know I played Harold Hill once. It's a musical comedy. Everybody knows the Music Man. Very sporty. Wow. Okay. And golf. My ex-wife could play golf. Well, she was a surgeon, so she always had the excuse. She had the outfit, but she would say when we were playing with someone would give her tips, and I'm going, oh God, don't give her tips. Don't do that. She would, they would say, why don't you try this? She said, and then they'd ask her what she did for a living, and she'd say, I'm a surgeon. And she'd say, and by the way, you do not want a surgeon with a low handicap, meaning a good golfer, because that would mean that they're spending more time on the golf course than in honing their craft. Oh yeah, well, yeah. Angus, all of those things mixing, and you mix all those good qualities that you mentioned into a pot, you know, you stir it up, and you're really not, we are not, none of us are sure what's going to come out, you know. Hey, maybe it was me. Maybe this pot had all the right ingredients, but when you add me in, it just goes, you know. I'm sure not, and as I'm sure it was not you. I'm sure we'll have a couple of pints one day and discuss all of that for giggles. Sounds like a great time. Well, the beverages do. Meanwhile, back over across the pond, as they say, Claire is imbibing with Sir Earl Grey. Aradhya. Thank you. Happy weekend to you as well. Some of you, I guess, are already into the Saturday part of the weekend, or is that impossible? I really don't know. My world map over here that I look up to is blank. There you go. You see? I got to tell you that is there. We have some similarities in that regard. I have always been attracted to quite lovely, beautiful, smart women. Let's just leave it there. Who isn't, Joe? Exactly. But, you know. Renee has good taste, Angus, and I think that's the important thing to remember, that even though women, ladies, I know you're going to say, oh gosh, what is he going to say now? And put himself in some deep, deep cavernous hole that he can't crawl out of. I'm just going to say we're all different. And you have heard me say this before, never judge a book by its cover, I'm telling you. And I always use the analogy, someone says, what color is that house? House has 4 sides. What color is that house? And the answer would be, well, it's white on this side, or it's blue on this side, what I can see. But if the other surfaces are all a different color, then doesn't it become that color house? So I'm saying if you have a blue front to a house and the rest is white around, is there a white house or a blue house? You see? So don't judge it, the old adage, a book by its cover, especially when it comes to men and women. Because we got all kinds of screwy things going on in our heads. And you know I do, just by listening to me. And the fact that you do means there may be something wrong there as well. She is absolutely right. Embrace the difference, because they're all different. We are all different. So if you don't embrace that difference, or you can put it another way, everyone has their own set of flaws, quirks. We'll leave it at that. I'm happy you are happy, and I'm elated that Renee likes me. Okay. Yes, well, it is over 5 p.m. there, isn't it? It must be. Or is it? No. What's it do? And then we're going to add 3. No, it's not 5 o'clock there yet. But it is 5 p.m. somewhere. That's a good song. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Listen, listen. We're just having fun here. His ex-wife may say that he is amazing, which he is amazing, which I know I am. But it just didn't work out, that's all. I'm not sure what my ex-wife would say, but she would. We talk, so I mean that ought to be something there. It's 3:50. Okay. Thank you. It's 3:50. Claire brought us up to speed on the exact time it is where she is in England. It's 3:50. What time is it where you are? And that's today's report. That's true. Depends on what kind of car you're driving. I'll agree with you. But not all of them have steering wheels as you would remember from those old racing cars. But yes, today they do. And that's good perspective. She's right. 4:45 a.m. in New Zealand. Wow. Well, I'm glad are you still up or did you wake up early? That is the question. It's 5:50-ish p.m. in Latvia. Wow, 17:50. I'm guessing it's 50 everywhere. So what else is happening in everyone's world? Stephen Clark, I'm sorry I missed you. You're north of Angela and me. You're up in Elkton, Maryland. Last day of a good spell of spring. Well, that's really good, Stephen. I am very familiar with Maryland. I grew up there. I lived in Maryland, D.C., and Virginia. I lived all around, but originally, first stop, College Park, Maryland, when I was a kid. The University of Maryland, and I've been to Elkton, Maryland, Thurmont, Maryland. My father went to Mount St. Mary's, and you know where that is, right? Of course. Richard, you watch all the time. You haven't, or why we are not together. Well, this time of day, Angela is sleeping, and she doesn't work today, so she'll take a long snooze, and she'll be up a little later in the afternoon. And usually, she goes to work at 1 p.m. and works till 7. And then as she winds down, you know, she's on the internet, always doing things. So she's here. She's just asleep the other side of the house. It's 12:50 in Argentina. And you're getting lunch ready. What's on the menu today for lunch, Arb? Montgomery County. So did I. Yeah. Rockville, Bethesda. I lived in Potomac from Potomac to Iamsville. Good golf courses up there. Well, she's resting. I don't really have much choice. So I hang out with you guys for a couple hours. You want to know what? I see all of that, and all of that makes sense. I mean, I could say the same thing, Angus, true, but Renee wants to know from me. She doesn't want a commitment of a day. Renee doesn't want a commitment of a day. I'm sorry, I don't get that. My ex is a good person too. We are very similar, Angus. Okay, so Stephen Clark, same here. Okay, that's great. Yeah, everything's good with us. Everything is terrific. Stephen Clark, Lux Manor. Went to Woodward. Ah, my son went to Winston Churchill. I went to, I was relegated to Catholic school in Washington, D.C., Archbishop Carroll. Do you remember that school? It's still there, but now they let girls in. See that is a shrinking deal. So they don't have enough people to fill all boys and all girls schools in the Washington D.C. area anymore in one faith. So they had the archdiocese had to get rid of some schools and then combine the other ones into boys and girls. So that's that in Washington D.C. But my son went to in Potomac, Maryland, went to Winston Churchill. Really? All right. Well, yeah. You know, it's not the knuckles that survived Catholic school. It's self-esteem. It is. There, I'm not going to go get into that, but yeah, I survived. Many do not, though. I don't have any mods up today. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, everybody's modding. All right. Why does it, you know, as that comes up, it still comes up on my, you see it first, Mario, Claire, and everyone else. You see it here. But if I just watch the scroll, which is a delay, I see all the ridiculous comments that you get rid of. And thanks. Actually happy with that, yeah, that's a good thing. That is a good thing. So I will read over here because I have to endure the unsavory comments from someone who's been deleted. And you can always tell where those comments come from. It's very seldom, rare, or non-existent, mostly now. I think I made that point. For unsavory, definitely unsavory, comments, they all come in from Twitch. Because most of the people on Twitch, a lot of the people on Twitch, fine people on Twitch, fine people everywhere, but you know, there tend to be more wise guys. You see wise guys on Twitch because, you know, they're playing games. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, yeah, he's a Bing. He's a Bing. Let me throw that over there. Now back to my, that's it. How does it keep coming up? I don't know. We got to figure that. I'll discuss that with my, I'll discuss it with my tech rep. with one of them. My, oh, really? Surely you jest. Surely you jest, and don't call me Shirley. So, Angus, is Renee up at this hour? That's great. You're both up and about and getting ready to start your day, so to speak. Yes, needs more than that, I might add. Hmm. I'm just scrolling along. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate it. You're welcome here. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. That'd be terrific. And follow. Wow, this is I'm kind of liking that idea. I'm kidding. That's very nice. Well, you paint such a lovely picture. I'm glad I can visit you. I can walk right into, I'm right there, right in your bedroom, live. I'm guessing I'm overdressed. But so be it. I love that. I love the sense of humor. I cannot wait to get down there. I think we'll have a blast. A smashing time, we'd say. Yes, they are directly. You're right. Let me. Are you seeing those comments? Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Renee and I love you, Joe and Angela.
Oh, oh, that was so nice. Let me go back. That was great. Thank you. Angus, you're the best. Always great. And I will certainly tell Angela. Now let me see if I can do something with this person here. Oh, yeah. What are the other things? Boom. Let's just do that. Okay. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, Claire. I was able to do that. Yeah. I mean, I answered my own question when I said, you know, you have to be careful for some that come in on. All right. Yes, yes. God, for you guys to put up with that. See, Angela would have been here like, you know, all kinds of crazy stuff, and you know, get away, you know. I get caught up in all of the fun and talking to Angus and talking to all of you, you know, sharing ideas and learning more about everyone and about their culture. Already, Sarah, um, our Welsh lassie, knows that I would like to go back to Wales and I want to go back to England. And Wales is kind of like, I imagine, or Scotland and Wales, that whole region is kind of like New Zealand must be, with the very lush green hillsides, just delightful, very peaceful. Sounds wonderful. And any photos I've seen have been awesome. Yeah, they look, you know, Wow. Angus, thank you so much. I feel the same way about you guys. Top drawer, we'd say. If someone's top drawer, they're underwear and socks. Uh, I don't know why it continues though. I've been over here. I have already stopped them, or so I thought. Let's try it again. Shall we go there? Let's go there for a moment and see if we can. Mm-hmm. Boom. Boom. Okay, so maybe I did get them in now. Okay. I know the people in Scotland are amazing. I have first-hand experience. Wait a minute, Joe, that sounds kind of weird. Well, I mean by that, it's an expression we use. First-hand experience means I know, I have witnessed these wonderful people. And I was also quite pleased to be invited into some of the pubs when they didn't boot me out. So I could stay in during that weird time of day, the middle of the day when you're not allowed to drink. What is that? Who does that other than you guys? Ah, man, this is just so brutal. All right, back again to try. What am I missing? All right, let's see what we have here. Okay, they all should all be hidden and blocked. I did what I was supposed to do, so. Yeah, there you go. I guess maybe you're onto something there. That could be it. Yeah. Nobody pays attention to them. It just kind of irritates me, which is probably the point. I'd say mission accomplished, except, you know. But I get more bothered because I think it bothers you guys, and I didn't want that in there, so. So we'll just stay as we are. Yeah, and when I went over there, I did exactly what is required. Yet it still is jumping. And you're right, we're bringing it, bringing it. We bring the unsavory along with those with good taste. Here. We have the classy people along with the, you know, what it does is it reminds us that we're only this far away from the other side, the underbelly of society. Those who live out their dreams in the basement of some lost friend because their family won't even accept them anymore. My goodness. I wonder if we can suspend. Hey, what happens when this happens? Let's see, I'm going to try some. See, I'm going to try and pause something. Now, can you still see me in the other one? Or am I paused everywhere? I'm paused everywhere, yeah. All right. I was going to see if I could just pause that. Or is that the basis for everything? Oh, well, I got to tell you something. I need to hear that. Renee, thank you very much. Angus is certainly a friend here, and well, it's nice of him to share you know, with the rest of us. And certainly me, I find it very enjoyable. You two are a stimulating couple. So good to have you here, Renee. Don't walk away, Renee. Remember that song? Of course you did. You say, oh my God, you don't want to hear that again. Trishita. Hello again. Jennifer Kay's in the house. Hi, Jennifer. Good to see you. ACO. The Gammer? I thought they were gamers. Okay. What are we cooking tonight, Claire? Mm-hmm. Some people have nothing better to do. Nothing better to do. Well, too bad, I guess. It's too bad. Let me get this. I want this to keep moving. So, tell me now. You can tell me a rude joke, absolutely. Not my world. Oh, man. Oh, like the ant you are. Okay. Ah. Is it takeaway then? Would you say takeaway then? Or takeaway means you go take it away, right? Delivery is delivery, the same everywhere, right? Uh-huh. Yeah. That's very nice. Sup. Sup, everyone. Sup. Everyone else isn't everyone else on not on, let me see, I want to see where, I think I may be able to do something here. Ooh, ooh, So let me see something. Now, Angus, you are on a hubby and wife reading in bed. Hubby says to wife, I bet you can't make me happy. Sad at the same time. She says, what? He repeats the statement. Angus, have you switched to YouTube? I think I'm going to try something here. I want the punchline on that one. See, it should be coming up here. Mm-hmm. 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 Well, I can stop the chat on Twitch TV, but then anyone else who uses it, and we have good friends who do use it, would be omitted. Even though he is not showing up anymore on my scroll. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I know. Jennifer can watch me read intensely. It's because I'm just, how are you today, Jennifer? I know you're doing well. Mm-hmm. You know, this is good because I'm learning. Learning. It's funny, I thought that perhaps Claire or Mario had taken them out, and the person kept ball, 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 ball. I do sound a little better. Yeah, I'm winding down out of that terrible, that nasty cold that I had. I think Angela, we were singing a little bit last night, just practicing just a couple of things. I haven't really let go with my voice. As you know, singers, we have to do that sort of thing every now and then. You got to really let go. But if your throat is constricted in any way, hang it up. Don't, you could do damage. So, but Angela's in fine voice, so she's out of it completely. So we may hear her later tonight or tomorrow evening. Angus, Angus and Renee. Woo! Glad you're there. Now, no, but you know what? Let's see if you can find Claire on another outlet how to do that. And then just send me a text, I'll do it. So that I'm not constantly looking like I'm reading something. I'll read the scroll. Thanks. I'll do that. So, well, I'm very glad you're here. Angus, you're over on the other side. The better side. The side that matters. Although, I don't, for a moment, want anyone to think that I'm not into those on Twitch. There are fine, many fine gamers that we know and like. Angela follows them. Angela's a gamer. She also works for one of the gaming companies, so, you know, it's a big thing here. Not for me, of course, you know. But if it's a big thing for Angela, then I pay attention to some of it. So, yeah. Yeah, I know you're not. So I go, all right, you know, and then he looks and then says, what does he say? Yes, we did. You found us on Twitch, and consequently we found you, and have followed some people because of you. So Okay, so I want to set that. See, the thing is, I wanted to read that joke, and it's off of my board in order to make it. Can you run down the? If I just show the punchline, it won't have much relevance to others. But I think that's very funny. That's very funny. Yeah, you did. You did. That's hilarious. Yeah, your friends don't seem to. Okay, go ahead. No, I do have some we have some folks that might take offense to that, but I'm glad you could tell it to me anytime, those jokes. All right, let me see, what am I missing here? Well, everybody is, civil on this side. That side, they're civil as well. I think we may have dissuaded the person, or they just got tired of being a pain in the ass. Okay, now this is the response to this is a tad off color, but we would allow it because it's funny. If you guys get my drift, maybe maybe it's too early. Natalia, good morning. I'm doing well. How are you? So sad. I see. So yeah, that would kind of be a bummer. Happy then sad. Yeah, that would probably do something with it. Yeah. Okay. So don't blush, ladies. That was, an interesting one and very sad for that fellow. So I found something interesting about Down Under. I did not know this. Here in the States, we have a restaurant called Outback Steakhouse. It was created here in this country, with a theme of Aussie, hey, g'day, mate, oh, this, hey, welcome to Outback, that kind of thing. And then I found out that there is one in Australia somewhere, and it's an American company. I did not know that. We are a country of themes. Of course, we're such a young country still, 200 and whatever, 50, 30, whatever years. So we've come a long way quickly, but we move too fast. So consequently, some of our restaurants and theme restaurants and things are no longer in business. Women's Day. Today is Women's Day, and Natalia, where are you reaching us from? Women's Day. It is Women's Day where? Anyone? In my life, it's Women's Day every day. Because if you treat women with the respect that they deserve, It's always Women's Day. Come on. Women would say it's always Man's Day. Everything is good, Mario. You went away from the keyboard. Yeah, I know. I can imagine to you guys it's the worst place. Yeah. Oh, in Greece, of course. Greece. Sorry, Natalia. Greece. So it's Women's Day. And what sort of celebrations do the women do? Do they get, I mean, is it like a holiday? They don't have to, they can put their chores up and their husbands do them for them or their children? What? No, wait, in Latvia it's Women's Day. How did I miss Women's Day? Is it kind of like, ladies' night, you know? Ladies' night, they get drinks for free. Is that it? In England, about Women's Day. Oh, Europe celebrates the holiday. Well, Claire, and those of you ladies in the UK, tell me what are you doing? What's going on with Women's Day? Do you have any special plans? I know you're going to be ordering Chinese food. Claire will. Yes, Women's Day is every day. Yes, that's true. If Women's Day is every day, smoke. I'm doing well today. Smoke. Smoke gets in your eyes. They ask me how I knew. Yeah. That's starting a little too high for me. They asked me how I knew. See, I gotta watch this voice, man. Let's see. All right, Natalia, Europe celebrates this holiday. Claire had a call. Was it about beer again? Claire, you're going to hook me up with that. Maybe I can do that job from here. If it's about beer, I might be able to grow their brand just by buying my own supply. So you let the women vote before anyone else. Did you have the first woman prime minister? Do you have a prime minister or president? King or queen? Or do you have that? Oh, that's good. That's good that they do that, recognizing. Yeah. Flowers are, see, now that's good. They should do that more often here. Now, is that different than here we celebrate Mother's Day? You know, do you celebrate Mother's Day as well? I'm sure. Oh, International Men's Day. It's November 19th. Remind me next year, please. Or later this year. Men give flowers to all the ladies here in Latvia today. Oh, in other countries more feminism oriented, I see. Gloria Steinem, if you will. Ah, I am all for the celebration of womanhood. I am woman, hear me roar. I mean, I'm not, but you know what I mean. It's a song. No, Kate, I don't get bored. This chair bounces with me. I don't always bounce, but it gives. And you celebrate Mother's Day as well. Well, this has been very educational for me. Do you celebrate Mother's Day in May, in the spring of the year? We do here. Mandy, oh Mandy, you got to get ready for work. But we're so glad you stopped in. And I'll pass along your good wishes to Angela as well. You're working 7 days straight. Wow. Okay, so the holiday started in Russia in 1917, Women's Day. And it caught on because, as we said, every day is Women's Day. And I hope you are all treated with respect every day. Let's see. Women Prime Minister, 38 years old, unmarried, just had a baby. Wow. Jacinda Ardern. See? Yeah, I can see that. That's terrific. Not the old stodgy, frontline. Now you have someone who cares, someone who gets it, who can cut through the red tape and see what needs to be done. And you have such a beautiful country. I mean, again, in photos, beautiful. See what they're trying to do in Korea is combine everything. Like North and South, I don't know where you stand on that, if they were to combine it, but they combine Parents' Day. Instead of Father's Day and Mother's Day, it's Parents' Day. That's very interesting. I learned so much here. The thing is, tomorrow you ask me a question, I may forget it, but it may still remember. I will certainly do my best to remember Jacinda Ardern. Girl with no name, Jacinda, she's in charge of the same. Because she's got it right, she knows what to do. She's gonna help New Zealand and you. When I get to New Zealand or the UK, I'll bring my guitar unless you say you're gonna let me use yours. It'll be a lot easier. And then we'll just jam around, we'll drink a pint of beer. I say we'll sit around and we'll drink a pint of beer. It is beautiful, and so are the women in New Zealand. Renee is a perfect example. She represents all that is good and great about women. Well then, I'm thinking that Jacinda had some stiff competition. It sounds like Renee could have done that job. But then again, she'd probably be too busy to be lying around with you all the time. Arden. Okay, now I got it. Jacinda Arden. Well, you know you have to get it right. Let me see. Now that's going to make a difference now. Not. I've been alone with you. I was trying to work in Jacinda there into a, you know, just a song. Okay. Kate. I'd love to go to Northern Ireland. I would. A very good friend of mine who's in town here on the Gulf Coast. Yeah, I put you in the wrong name. On the Treasure Coast of Florida. We played golf the other day when it was bitterly cold for us, and we will, not for him, from Ireland, but we're going to play again on Monday. Kate McKay, and I believe he's from Kerry. Are you? Is that Northern Ireland? See, I don't know. I've only been to the airport in Shannon, Ireland. I have no idea where that is. I was on my way to the UK. So, Armagh. Ring a bell. Kate? I'm not sure. But I'd love to go to Ireland, and well, then we will meet. Now, would you drink Guinness or would you drink lager and lime? Which is it? Well, Kate is an Irish lass, and she likes to laugh. We're gonna have ourselves a real time. I have to bring Angela too. Just gotta do something to make it rhyme. My greatest performance, let's see, my greatest performance as an actor. Well, I won an award, actually the entire company did, for a commercial we did in Louisville, Kentucky. But I didn't particularly like it. You know, we always think, it's hard for me to pinpoint it. I don't think professionally. I think I probably did things better when I was younger. Let's see. I would say my greatest one. Well, I enjoyed playing Gary Condon, you know, in. Wait, Taro is now following. Thank you, Taro. Thank you very much for following. Yay. I'm trying to get back to that. I like Dino Blow. I like Dino Blow, that little movie. You can watch it on YouTube. And you can also see Who Killed Chandra Levy. I like doing that. But actually, probably more obscure stuff that I'd done in the theater, which we can't see, was probably be better. So it's just a whole different thing, and it's kind of hard to pinpoint. Some things I absolutely hate, others like. So I don't really know. Um, hmm. I did musical comedies, and I have one of those stage voices that I can, boom boom it out. Or I used to. I don't know. I haven't done it in years, but um, I really like playing Harold Hill. So that was fun. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to be right. So sorry. A couple cups of coffee and also tea, and every now and then you got to get up and take care of things. So I went to the loo, the Jacks. What else we have? The Head. What do you call it? Oh, Claire loved Dino Blow. Thank you. um, what is a mod? Go to Google Translate. What is it? Buckfest. Buckfest. Okay. Oh, wow. Well, that's very nice. I'm honored. That's terrific. Thank you. I'm sorry that you lost him. I love my dad. I think about him all the time. I lost him in 1980. So, you know, the party. Party. Potty. Okay. Yeah, I went to the potty. Thanks, Angus. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. I want to thank you for everybody. This cold that I have had has really messed up all of my wonderful impressions. They're terrible. I've just always been a mimic as a kid, and somebody would say something and I would say it back to them. like I was making fun. I wasn't making fun of them. I just try and pick up things, you know. So I don't never make fun of people. Wouldn't do that. No, I can't do that. I mean, I poke fun, you know, a bit, but yeah, no, really not that much. In real life, it's just me. So, funny. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks, guys. We appreciate you very much. And just like you are appreciating one another, I'm very much. We have this. I had this idea. I don't know if I mentioned it to you, Angus, but I know Claire knows, Mario knows, many people have heard it before. We were in discussions with they don't call it reality TV anymore. It is, but they call it unscripted television. So Ange and I were in negotiations for probably almost 2 years, tying ourselves up. And then they decided, poof, it was awful. So what I had wanted to do, and we were talking about this the other day, the MDS Roadshow, they called it, but that we didn't have a name to it, although I like that, where we would travel the countryside. They do it here for antique road shows. They do it for a lot of different things. But we have such a myriad of community members on MayDecemberSociety.com and all over, and that are really special and different people. So the idea was that we would have a meetup in that area, have a little party, drinks and stuff, and be filming, meeting new people. And then we would take one or two couples in that area, and we would showcase them. And Angela and I would try and do what they do that makes them so different. For example, we have a couple that are trapeze artists, professional. And you can only imagine the fright in my eyes to try something like that. But I would have a net up and below because I would be so petrified. But that's the idea. We have couples that do unique things. We have Angus farmers actually out in the Midwest as a second career, and how they do that, to being around cattle. It's just there are all sorts of people. We have a ventriloquist. We have police officers, couples that are police officers. We could ride, you know, with them. And I just think it would be compelling, and I think it would appeal to people everywhere. You know, this van, the MDS van, shows up, and you know it's going to be a show. It'll be different every week. I think that's why it would have some appeal. And someone really liked that idea, but then if a news event happens, if something happens, you're put on the back page, and we just couldn't wait anymore. So we're always looking for those ideas. But we appreciate that you are here and enjoy watching. But imagine the scope, what we could do. So I was also mentioning yesterday, when we first started this, we were contacted by Steve Harvey, the comedian, his group of people, and one of his producers called us to go on his show. At the time, I was still acting more, and I didn't think it was going to be appropriate to go on a TV show where they might be hooting and hollering and booing me because I'm the old guy, and or Angela for being with me. So we didn't do that, and we were talking to each other the other day, and we maybe regretted that a little bit. But you know, we didn't know how far all of this was going to take us. And right now, I mean, I had no idea that I would be doing this. So things change every day, and we have new opportunities, hopefully, and someday something like that will happen. But it'd be very cool. So one of the ideas would be that we would go to foreign countries where we have, you know, so many friends, and do the same thing. Have a little meetup, or just, you know, go meet and find out what you do in your country, show off your country. I think it would be terrific. And we could eat your food. Not your food, but you know, your cuisine, I should say. And it would be, I think it'd just be a blast to do that. Couldn't do it all the time, but it would be fun. That is kind of like our closet dream with this. So sharing with everyone. Married at first sight. 2 people get married. and never seen each other. Unfortunately, there's absolute crap TV and shit. Yeah, see, it looks for conflict. We've had conversations with people that said, well, you guys are great. And when Angela and I audition we Skype for auditions with people. We do that. We have chemistry. We know about the chemistry. We know it's not because of the type of work we did as actors. It isn't. You can't hide that chemistry, you know. So people say, wow, you guys bounce off the screen and they really like this. But do you ever get angry? So sure, we get angry. Do you ever throw things? And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, where is this going? And there's our viewers would really like it if you throw stuff. And no thanks. That's not us. I wouldn't tolerate throwing things anyway, so that's where we are. Hitesh Kumar. Hitesh Kumar. Any relationship? Don't we have? I thought we had another Kumar here. Oh, we have a first name, but it's close. But I thought there was perhaps another one. Humiliation. That's what they want. Yeah, and you don't want to. I don't want to be thought of as that guy. You know, so if they really enjoyed what we could do. Kate, thank you. Arm ah, arm ah, arm ah, arm ah. Armageddon, Arma. Arma is a drink. I'm going to ask my friend, I'll see him on Monday, say, what do you say we stop and get an Arma? Will he know what I'm talking? He'll know what I'm talking about, of course. I better write that down, you know, because I'll forget it. Well, okay, I'll be happy to do that. Of course, I'd love to do that. We'll have a seminar. We'll book the Hilton Hotel. And I'll come out with one of those earpieces, and I'll walk across the stage. Do you know why you're here? Right. We'll get them all, we'll whip them into shape for you. But I'm sure Angus could do that. Because we're like on the same wavelength. Rich Little was a great impressionist, absolutely. He used to do Johnny Carson, too, if anyone remembers Johnny Carson. And that was really good. Rich Little's good. G'day, y'all. Dana. Good morning from the Panhandle of Florida. I was very upset to see that in the Panhandle of Florida, I think there's Mexico City Beach or something. And Mexico Beach is still, after last year's hurricane or storm. Hurricane is a storm, but I think it was more, I forget what they called it, but it was hurricane. So it was, or Storm Michael or something like that. That they're still living in, people are still living in tents up there with the money that comes in already from the government. Why is that? I don't get it. Someone told me because they can't get enough workers to rebuild. I don't know, maybe. But welcome from the Panhandle. I got it, thank you. Kate McKenna, that's a lovely name, Kate McKenna. And why wouldn't you open the door for a woman? Of course you would. Chivalry is not dead around this world. You know, yeah, you know, it just doesn't happen as often as it should. You know, when we were kids, Certainly, if my father was, my mother would walk to the car to the side, right, the passenger side, and wait. For some kind of haughty who. If you did that today, somebody say, "Oh, what's wrong with her? She can't open the door." Yeah, but see, that's how it was. You would walk around, you would open the door. My father would say, "Joe, get the door for your mom." See, then he could delegate me to it. But, and I did for my sisters. Consequently, as I grew, and if I'm on an elevator, unless the elevator's full and I am first to get off, I will get off the elevator, I'll step to the side and hold the door back, even though I don't have to. It's kind of like a personal thing for me, letting them know that I'm not rude to let them off. I mean, I'm talking packed, not so that you can't step aside and let them go, which I would, of course, but if it's packed. I mean, I think of those things even today. It's ridiculous, but it just happens as a matter of course. See, it's culture. It is a culture, and I don't think everyone is the same way today, and that's sad. So, yeah, I agree. Excuse me. Yeah, it's just most men don't. Some men don't even care. You know, they don't care. And women can be, certainly. Renee, you're right, chivalrous too. See, Natalia has always opened the car door, all of the doors. Wow. You liked your cigarette? Why? Well, back in the day when someone was smoking, of course they don't do that much anymore. Oh yeah, whether I was smoking or not, I always had a lighter ready. Boom. You know, those are just little stupid tricks of the trade. Not tricks, they're just making convenience. And you feel better about it, and they feel better about it. You have regrets about giving that professor a letter? Wow. Kate, are you a member of MayDecemberSociety.com? Pierre, today we are celebrating Women's Day here. We all wish that for all women as well. The same rights, the same wages, everything. Okay, this is sounding good already. Renee went dancing last week in the city. 18 times with men in a gay bar. Well, that's just rude. There's no place for that behavior. You know, in this country, I mean, we are litigious and to a fault. I much prefer the UK when it comes to frivolous lawsuits. They don't allow them. I'm not sure about New Zealand, but if you were to do that to a woman in this country, that's assault. I know it sounds odd, but it is assault. It's actually assault and battery because you've touched them. So, there you go. Yes, Kate, join the society so you can private message me about, or anyone else there, but about, you know, any particular thing that you might have a regret about. I would have an opinion about those things, but I don't really get into those here, but you're certainly welcome to. Please join, regardless whether you private message me or not. You can also reach me, excuse me, and Angela, me or Angela, both of us, at MayDecemberSociety at gmail.com. And if you are so inclined and would like to send something remember we have done some of our videos, those Japan crates and things like that. We did one from the UK where we open them up and do a video about something you might, you may or may not send. So I'm not saying, hey, everybody send stuff. I'm just, every now and then we get a card, the old school handwritten card. We love that too. It's P.O. Box 881735. It's listed below. 881735, Port St Lucie, Florida, 34988, 34988. Operators are standing by to take your call. You didn't give them a number, Joe. Well, okay. So, yeah, if you're so inclined, that'd be great. But certainly join MayDecemberSociety.com. That is a must-do. You must. Absolutely must. Man, this thing, the life of me, I apologize. I have to keep muting. It's just, I would rather do that than blare. Oh, regrets? I've had a few, but then again, I'm not sure if it's too few to mention anymore. So I'm interested, Renee, you went dancing with some other ladies, probably, right? It sounds like it. So you went out and you were physically accosted, so to speak. My men in a gay bar, now they are probably, I would say, straight men, not gay men, wouldn't do that, cannot imagine. We used to go to bars like that to go dancing with our dates because they had the better music, the better clubs. I do not play Fortnite. It's been a fortnight since I've even thought about it, although I would say Angela knows about that game and she may play that game. I don't know where everyone went. They must have left. We're still here. Lovely Claire is waiting for the evening meal. Yeah, and it's just totally rude and uncalled for. It's just, I cannot imagine them allowing such shenanigans. But they, I mean, just absolutely rude. I dated a Brazilian girl for a while, many years ago, and I remember going with her in a disco in Washington D.C. and they had 3 or 4 levels of different music, and we went to one. It was very crowded. She had a cute little accent, and she said to me, "I thought this place was nice." I said, "What are you talking about?" That guy just grabbed my butt, right? I said, "What?" So, type of guy, I'm stupid. I go, I'm trying to find that. I can't, he gets away. I just could not believe that. I mean, it's just rude, man. Why would you do that? Elise is chopping garlic. Well, that's great. Chopping garlic. Cater, there are many, this is a loaded question because I know there must be. I don't know where you are in Ireland, but wonderful. I'm always asked to come over to golf in Ireland because the courses are amazing and I get to watch them on the telly, the British Open. But I've always heard about how wonderful and magnificent they are. And I've seen photos from that friends of mine have taken. I was in last time I was in Scotland, actually, it was many, many, many eons ago. Went there when I was in the service, so I haven't been there. I've been to Europe several times since, but I haven't made it back to Scotland. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't expect anything less. I guess we are perhaps in that regard cut from the same mold in that we respect women, and chivalry is not dead with us, you know. And all the better when someone notices, you know. No, Natalia, I do not play golf every day. I wish. No, I don't. I don't play it as often as I would like. This time of year is much more expensive for us here because it is our communities are filled with northerners who are escaping the cold weather. When the spring comes and it warms up here, it starts to get warmer or hot, people are gone. And we can play where someone, imagine this, where in my own, I live in a golfing community where in the golf courses here, to play them, somebody, my friend from Ireland couldn't believe it was $169 US dollars to play 18 holes of golf. And that same course during the 6 months of the year when the population is thin, I can play that same course for $32. So it's very difficult for me to play, to even if I was just throwing money away to go play, you know, just to play someplace I always play in the summertime, you know, just waste money. So consequently, and the point of this story is we find places around that are more reasonably priced, and there are some that we have to find, but they are also crowded. So it gets so crowded. I spend most of my time this time of year practicing. I'll play one round a week, and then I practice for my little, you know, clear my mind. I go for an hour and a half, 2 hours, just hit golf balls and chip and putt, and that's fun. That does suffice until the summer. Then I play 3 or 4 times a week. Do you believe in the word of the Lord, Connor James? I'm not really sure who that is, so if I don't know, you know. All right. Angus is saying, what is Angus saying over here? This looks, here we go. Claire, now, you know, that's really terrible that they would do that. And I want to say something very flippant, but something like, well, I mean, can you blame them? But I did not want to. It's bad. It's bad form for them to do that. But you're a lovely woman, and if that's the criteria, many or all here would have their butts pinched. But it's bad news. Sorry that happens to you. Passionate about the golf. You play every day? Well, Natalia, please let me know when you're coming through. We should play some golf. I would love that. Angus, okay, I'm very good time, yet having a great time. I'm rare. I wouldn't love it. Well, I guess we are a rarity. However, I'm sure your friends, your male friends, most of them would behave like you. Most of mine would do that well. They would jump up in a heartbeat and open a door for someone. But we gravitate towards like-minded people. And since we would hang out together, we're complementing one another. So there is never, it's just in my makeup, you know. I don't, not in my makeup bag now. That I would do myself because I don't like what they do. Okay. So is the golf, what, is golf not coming to Greece any longer? I'm not sure I understand. Because it's something new for you, but your boyfriend has a big passion about golf and he plays every day. Wow. Well, he should bring you and we can all play golf. Angela is incredibly flexible. She can swing the club, however, she hasn't played in a while. So if she would, and she's self-conscious. You know, golf, you can't be too self-conscious. We all screw up. It's a hard game. So you should come play golf. Yeah, in Greece, it's not very, I can imagine it's not very popular. But Natalia, you should come to the U.S. with him. Or does he go with his friends and play golf? And where is he from? Does he live in, he obviously does not live in Greece. All right, so. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, ho. And I'm reading Rhitosaurus. She is a gamer. Rhitosaurus is a gamer. I follow her. Excuse me. I follow her because when I watched her playing golf, I'm not playing golf, playing games, it was much more entertaining than some of these guys. And also, she's a friend of a friend here, so. I mentioned her because I just saw that she was online. Renee speaking here, okay. Yeah, I know, that's just, that's a shame. You beautiful women have to contend with that. You have to contend with that. It's just terrible. Yes, it is good for romantic liaisons. Why, I wouldn't mind a romantic golfing liaison. He's in Texas. Well, he plays golf. He's in Texas. Dallas. Rita is cool. Rita, so I got the good. Call her Rita. It's cool. She is attractive. Cool too. Yeah. That's nice. That's always good. That is so, terrible to think that people would just do that, just grab you guys. So Claire, that happens to you with regularity. If it happens. I mean, is it something? Do I mean, are these kids or just? I mean, why? I mean, it would not occur to me. Good early afternoon, Debbie, to you. It's been a very good day. We have many of our friends here, and we're having some conversations that I didn't think we'd have here because I didn't realize that men are still so rude to women out there. I've got to get out more. No, no, I don't. Is it something that I'm guessing that they wouldn't do to you if you were with your man? They wouldn't do that. I'm hoping. Please tell me they wouldn't do that. Well, good on you, Angus. Yeah, people use bad form. They're bad actors. There's so many of them. Well, look, you only need to pick up a newspaper and read what goes on in the world in a larger scale. I'm not diminishing personal assaults, but I mean, there's no respect anywhere. It's just terrible. It does. My son is a polite gentleman. He opens doors, is quick to help someone in distress. I was never one. I don't laugh at people when they stumble and fall. I would go help them to see if they're all right. And I've witnessed where people do that. And that's just not me. It doesn't make a person bad. Something strikes them as funny, but then if you're going to giggle, boom, I'm going to run quickly to help them. I mean, so it's not just how wonderful I am. I can't. That's how I was raised, you know. So and coaching your children to do the same is wonderful. Okay. Uh, hmm. Well, I mean, you're not describing yourself in your entirety because you're quite lovely, and I mean, but I don't know that they would. It sounds like these people. It doesn't matter. They just, you know, Pierre. We all just try to play golf. Yeah, golf is fun. Yeah, talking about bad manners. Well, actually, they kind of unwanted advances would be bad manners too, Debbie. I think. Yeah, that's what we were chatting about, sort of. It started out in with more of a chivalrous tone, and how some of us men still open doors and make way on an elevator for a lady or anyone who is in need needs a little help or assistance. Maybe they are more reserved in Greece. I don't know. I don't know what moves people. to do these things. Yeah, well, that makes sense. Claire, it does make sense that they wouldn't do it. We could be the butt pincher police, Angus and I could. We could meet in England somewhere, and we would shadow Claire. She gets on a crowded train or bus, you see, and we'd put our skills to work there. Come on, mate. Can't believe you did that. That's nasty. You shouldn't be touching a woman like that. What's the matter with you? We'd protect you. I guess in the truest sense, that means I've got your back. Protected. Okay. Oh, wow. That's some serious stuff there, Debbie. Lack of responsibility. You're right. They turn around and want to complain that they have been emasculated. Wouldn't they know that they've done something wrong? I don't know. I mean, if I don't realize I've done something wrong, I want someone to tell me. But do send me a private note. Don't do it to me here. Well, that's a whole other issue there, though, Debbie. But certainly, I can see why your second husband, all right. Is that in the past tense? I'm guessing. And there are people that would probably think that'd be the perfect job for me. Butt protection squad. We can flash, you know what? We'll come up with our, your thank you goes unnoticed, mate. BPS here. Up against that wall. Put them up against the wall. You frisk them that nothing is sharp going to hurt you, as they do on television. And then you take these like huge vice pinchers and go until they're begging for mercy, and then you let them walk away, because we are BPS. Don't try this at home. We're professionals. The BPS network. No, I agree with you, and it's nice that you don't mind them talking to you. That would sometimes bother me in New York. I would see someone, I would just say, hey, how you doing? You know, just chat with them. What's going on? Have a long train ride, or wherever I was going. No offense, just except to say hello. And they just think that there's some other motive. No other motive, just, hey, how are you? Got it, Debbie. Busting butt grabbers. Busting butt grabbers this night at 9. Tonight at 9, PPS. Tonight at 9 BPS, we've got your back covered. Dun, 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 dun. Definitely a lack of common courtesy everywhere. Well, what did you stumble with? You missed an earlier class on chivalry we were having. So, you know, we morphed into opening doors, yielding space on an elevator, to protecting backsides on crowded buses. Because we are BPS. Was it that? No, BP. What is it? Come on. BPS, I was right. The Butt Protection Squad. I was appalled. Literally appalled. That poor Claire will be accosted on a bus. Someone reach out and grab her bottom. Do these things happen to you? And then one of our favorite friends down in New Zealand was out at a club and she was accosted by men while out dancing. Boom, boom. Pinched her butt maybe all of 18 times, I think. 15 to 18. Too much. Once is too much. Who get what? You know, maybe we were trained differently. Or maybe we just respect women. Some of us. Butt patrol. Yeah, the butt patrol. So, if we're ever in a crowded bus, Sarah, I've got your butt covered, protected. Yes, well, yes, you can be, okay. Renee wants to decide if you will be one of the instructors. Or you will be, along with many of the others, the temptress. And we'll start with these guys. They will have been picked up and they had to go to school, had to go to class in order to get their driver's license back or something else they covet. And they have to graduate before they can get it. And we would open the class with you just walking across there and somebody walking up, hey, look at that. And as they reach out, not so fast as you wheel around, catch them upside the head with a side kick, boom, and they're down, and put your heel right down on their throat. And we'll say, okay, cut, that's perfect, that's perfect. They'll know why they are there. We'll have demonstrations, what to do, what not to do. I think it's a real thing. Debbie, wait a minute. When you go to someone's house, most people don't show you to their front door. No kidding, I've never heard of such a thing. I mean, if you come in my front door, wouldn't you leave by my front door? But Angus, yeah, come on in the front. You have to leave through the back. Oh, yeah, you should be driving. We had that discussion, I think, before. Narcia, you see, this is we are not only a fun place to visit, we're educational. I didn't know, for one, that, and I'm sure it happened in New York all the time, you would say, almost, as they used to say in the service, come on, tighten this line up, nuts to butts, nuts to butts. So, I mean, on those subway trains, it's so, I mean, you couldn't even move. And I'm sure that women it happened to them a lot. But I didn't do it and I didn't witness it. But it sounds like it's more regularly done, certainly in the UK than here. But I don't know. I just now would I notice the butts? Yeah, I mean I think you probably know that. But would I even think it wouldn't even cross my mind? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. A generation now of people not even knowing how to have a conversation with someone. I guess they feel like they're salesmen. I used to tell salesmen who work for me, if you knock on 3 doors, you're not going to have much success. But if you knock on 17 doors, likely to get into one of them. Perhaps they went to that school and applied it to pinching butts. I don't know. They're thinking that it's going to endear them to women. What the hell? That is ridiculous. I won't stand for it. BPS will not stand for it. We are butt protection. All right. Yeah. I was mentioning in this country, you can be cited on a subway train, on a train. You could be cited for that's assault and battery, by the way. Hmm. A horny net geek. And Sarah, in case you're wondering, another reason why this came up today was that it's National Women's Day, I believe. Let us heap tons of praises on all of you lovely women out there. It's something we don't practice here, but I practice it every day. So we respect all of you. And you know, if it sounds like something less than respect, it's usually a joke. So just, you should all know me well enough by now. What's it been? 3 days? How someone receives the touching. Well, I just don't do inappropriate touching. Well, but that's a day well spent, I would say. So no one can fault you, I guess. Isn't that something? Um, I was not aware. I always heard about in Italy or France, where they would pinch the girls' bottoms. But this is, what we're talking about is more of a, sounds like an epidemic somewhere. And it's all over, but not in Greece. Of all the places, the lovely places. No, I haven't been to Greece. I'm certainly going to recommend going there. International Women's Day. Natalia. Natalia, that's lovely. Mm-hmm. Really? Hmm. Well, it's a done deal then. Is it a professional assistant or personal assistant? Or any assistant or preferred administrator or I will need much help, of course. Ask Eve. Hey, Eve, I asked another Eve earlier today, but I know who you are. Do I owe you an email, Gmail? Yesterday, my intentions were to respond to everyone, and I didn't quite get to the Gmail. I was on May December Society for quite a while, and eventually my day has to end. So, but if I do, I will certainly. I apologize, and I'll check. But I just want you to know that I've not forgotten. My golf game. It was bitterly cold for us here. I mean, the wind was howling. By the time we finished, it was 52 degrees, and that's cold for here. I mean, 2 days before it was 85 and then dropped down to 70, but to go that low, oof. And so the wind's howling, it's cold, but did okay. It was fun. It's always fun to get out. I needed to get out of here because of this cold that Angela and I have been sharing with ourselves. Okay. So that's my order of business here in 20 minutes or so. Ah, is Greek blood. Greek blood. So how are things in Greece? How's the economy? Is it improved? So my friend who lives over there a while ago, a couple of years ago, was telling me it was a rough time, but she loves it, loves Greece too. Oh, did you see my last video? We did Angus. I had a little crop there. 7 of his best cows. Wow. You don't hear that much anymore, Debbie. I have to be honest with you. So it's kind of like a dowry. Dowry, is that it? Oh, he was a rancher. Well, some credit, please. I would figure he had something to do with it. He's not going to offer his neighbor's cows for you. And Natalia, do you are you by any chance the nails person? Does that ring a bell? Many people here, so if I make a mistake, you guys forgive me. I probably make them constantly. And you probably laughed to yourself, Joe meant to say this. I hope so. So let's see. Everyone, some are making dinner. Seven cows. Sounds like a film. 7 cows for Debbie B. 7 cows for Debbie. It's great to laugh with your kids. You kidding? That's wonderful. Oh, Greek guy that lives you with, he's your daughter's boyfriend. Yes, I was right. Well, Natalia, I remember. I got it right. So at your salon, we will. I let my hair grow, and then so that when it arrives, you can fix it for me, and we'll have mani-pedis to go around. Well, your economy is probably doing very well. I know that it's been, somewhat off for about 10 years. However, for you, I mean, relatively inexpensively, people can feel better about themselves with a manicure and haircut, right? So that's good. Good for you. You seem to be in the perfect industry. Yeah. Oh, yeah, she colored my hair. I know. That was a lot of fun for her. Coloring my hair. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. We do try to try different things. We do like to try different things occasionally. What do you mean by different, Joe? Well, not the normal. Is that why you had a crop in your hand? I said, not like the normal. So, well, it's nice to hear, Natalia. Thank you. Yeah, perm my hair. My hair is naturally wavy and curly. It's less curly than it used to be. But yeah, I would not let's even attempt to perm my hair. No way. That's what I'm saying. Howdy, howdy. Howdy, howdy. I gotta watch from there then, of course. That's why. That is why. I think I got that one all right. Bravo. Oh, please. Angus, good to see you again. Renee, thank you very much. I look forward to, you won't even need an application. When we launch this, you'll just be welcomed immediately into the fold at BPS. Did I say BPS? Is that it? Something like that. I know. Thank you, Angus, for that name. We'll have fun, and everyone will get their own badge. It'll have a picture of a well-formed butt and a hand swapping as a hand's coming in just to pinch it, swatting it away. Kind of like a fly swatter. Leave that butt alone. Sometimes I don't know where I get this either. But thank you guys very much. Enjoy your day. Thanks for coming in. And as always, chivalry is the word of the day. But I don't have to tell you that, Angus. Of course not. So, Renee, enjoy your chivalrous man, and we'll talk to you later. And again, thank you, Angus, very much, and come back again sometime. We may have some music either tonight or tomorrow night. Talk to you guys later. That is so nice. I'm afraid if I try to snuggle up right now, Angela's about ready to wake up and probably have me, get out of here, I'm trying to sleep. No, not at all. Not my little angel. So interesting topics we've discussed here. Oh, thank you. See you guys. Thank Renee. We thank you, Angus. It's always great to see you. And so, Claire, you're going to have some Chinese food tonight for dinner. Are you going to have some wine? Do you drink wine with your Chinese food? Or do you have Chinese food with your wine? Which is it? That's so nice of them. Down there, New Zealand. It's a must-go place, I think. Must visit Scotland, New Zealand, Wales, and the UK. That will be some trip. Actually, I think we'd have to go down under. Because it takes about 17 hours, I think, to fly there from here. And stay there between just a couple days maybe in Australia and then over to New Zealand for 3 months. Yay, it's not a school night. Drink the wine. We are all allowed to do that. Okay, where did I expect my life to go before I met Angela? That's a good question. I was expecting, to be honest with you, to be continuing my career in television and film. So that's what I wanted. And you're off work as well. Claire, don't forget, if they're looking for anyone over here, whatever it is you do, don't pretend that I could do whatever it is you do. I'm just wondering if they... You should send me a note someday. Let me know. I'm intrigued by the idea of beer. Is it marketing, research, anything like that? Heading to Switzerland in June. Got a few more trips added to the schedule. Palo Alto in a few weeks. I love it up there, Palo Alto. All over the East Coast before June. Now, Debbie, you're not performing anymore, right? I know you're a musician and all of that, but you're on the production side, correct? I think I remember you saying something like that. And of course, I know about the family business. I will certainly do that, Courtney. We will approve you, no question about it. No question at all. Okay, Debbie, do you happen to know the best thing about Switzerland since you're going there, Debbie? The best thing about Switzerland. I'm asking you. I'm asking you because I don't know what it is. One thing I do know. I've been to Switzerland. I love Switzerland. The best thing about Switzerland, there's so many things, but the flag is a big plus. How's that for a children's joke? The flag is a big plus on, okay, all right. No, I'm still on the production side. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Wow, that's terrific. Yeah, the knives and the watches, yeah, in Switzerland. Well, good for you, Debbie. That's terrific. Continued success. Continued success. The watches and the knives. The flag is a big plus. Okay. Oh, I see how it works. Okay. But let me know. Market research. See that? Market research. Oh, the food. Oh, the food in Switzerland. Oh, my goodness. Because you have all the bordering countries. So there is, I mean, French, Italian. It's just wonderful. Food is amazing in Switzerland. I liked my time there when I was there. Modern solutions. Copy kitty. Courtney, I will certainly let Angela know. Hmm. Well, I don't know about all of that. I know a little bit about their politics, but I do not know that they're not big on small talk. Chit chat. They're not chit chatters, are they? The food is great. Fondue? No, that sounds pretty stereotypical. Chocolat is amazing. And I'll tell you what, the views are breathtaking. Oh, Courtney, thank you. Kirsch. Not sure really. It's been a while since I was there. And I was probably drinking beer and wine, which is universal. Somewhat universal. So let's see. We have everybody came in today. Many, many of you. Natalia. Natalia was here. She was doing our nails. Just buff mine, please. I stopped wearing nail polish years ago. Clear nail polish. We've taken bus rides today. We've been in trains. We've been accosted. We're visited by our friends Angus and Renee down under in New Zealand. If you've ever seen those, is it Bilbo Baggins or the Hobbits? Pictures I have seen, photographs, it looks just like that. It looks a lot like also Scotland. Oh, did not know that. Interesting. Mario, I believe Mario had sent a care package to us from Italy, and it was held up. We never received it in customs. We're not sure why. But there are food items that are worldly accepted, renownedly worldly accepted, except here. So it's not worldly. They are accepted everywhere else except here. And customs held up the whole package, so we never got that. They're really, tough on food products here. Well, be sure, Debbie, to take a look at if you get the time and in your travels. Our P.O. Box is listed right below down here. It's P.O. Box 881735, Port St. Lucie, Florida, 34988. May December Society. If you would drop us a card occasionally, that would be awesome. you could, but I put the May December Society is an old school term. It's an actual thing. Back in the 30s or whenever it was, May December. There was even a television program called May December. I mean, surely you could start anything you like, but there was actually some roots in this one. That's why. I mean, Angela and I are both April. So it had nothing to do with us, just the age. December being towards the end, right? And May in the beginning, the spring. So you guys would be if you went by November and February, it's kind of like the dead of winter. But it isn't, I know. You're 23 years old. 34 years difference. February, November Society. And that might confuse people. Wow. You have to have multifocal lenses. Wow. Well, the FDA doesn't approve a lot of things that are approved elsewhere. As much as they would like to deny it, it's all political. So I know you're yanking my chain. I could feel that. Tugging at me saying, yeah, look, you can't do that. But you could create a society. It just may not be, and people may not understand that. Courtney. A wink to Courtney. Well, I have 1 minute, you guys, and I'm going to head out for the day, start my regular day. But once again, I'd like to thank everybody for being here. It means a lot to me, and to those here who are regular, even those of you that might be irregular. Take something for that. So I will be back Monday morning, but remember, we may have a live stream this weekend coming from who knows where, and there may be a night broadcast with Angela. So you'll be notified about that. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys. Again, have a great weekend, and don't drink too much wine, Claire. And Sarah, enjoy your weekend at school with your friends. I didn't forget. See you all. Bye, Debbie. Bye, Mario. Bye, Claire. See you.